I'm a
I'm with
liberal.
him
I
on
like
that
to
too,
call
though.
myself a liberal conservative, but I maybe lean more on the conservative side. But whatever, with certain issues anyway. But nah, we're not doing that bullshit. I don't even know why. I don't even know why people thought that was an option. It's like, come on now, come on. That don't even make no sense. That don't even make no sense.
You never had a female you was close with, a friend.
So the question is, all right, so if your girl had a male best friend, so like, would they be talking about that you and your wife can't talk about?
Exacto.
I'm gonna have to go with them on this one.
Exacto. The fuck
I mean,
out of
like if
What,
I'm
what kind of conversation can he offer your wife that you can?
That's for y'all single niggas. That's for y'all single niggas, P.
Hey, hold on,
Hold on. That's for y'all single niggas.
hold on, all right. So like, I've had like close female friends, and at a certain point, like when there's a man in her life, yeah, you gotta fall back. You can't be like a, you know what I mean? You got to take the,
Get your bitch ass back. Yeah.
yeah. As a man, you don't want to even cause no static because as a man, you know what that should look like. So yeah, you got to take a step back. But at the same time,
Everybody don't realize that though.
yeah, you true because there's some snake ass niggas out there that try to use that friendship avenue to get in some cheeks.
of course.
Or there's some
So,
snake
a lot of
ass females to label somebody as a best friend to get their cheeks clapped. So
Exactly.
Same
But
thing.
a lot of times, niggas will wait around and play the best friend roles for years, just waiting for you to slip up.
for that one avenue, yeah.
Don't they ever think like the nigga that's your girl best friend, like you be naive to think that nigga never thought about smashing before. Like you would have to be a retarded ass to think that never crossed his mind. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta be worried.
You're right.
You know
Because
what I'm
it's like
saying?
this.
So come on.
That nigga's getting the same information a chick would get, pretty much.
Right.
So he already
info.
you know how to play them angles. I'm sure.
Right.
So, I disagree too. I could never have that. Like I said, maybe if he.
But P, you ain't never had a female friend that was real close?
Yeah, I have though, but that's what I mean.
Right.
That the messages get mixed in translation. That's why I said that shit can't work.
Yeah, nah, it's too.
Anyway, that nigga. If it's a best friend.
When I was younger, I had a female best friend, but now I'm older, I wouldn't do that shit. Like I don't know, I feel like that shit kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't know. When I was younger, I did, but I'm older. I wouldn't have a female best friend. Like,
yeah,
but what?
just like you said.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
now it's just about respect.
If my girl got
what can't she offer me that my wife can't offer me? Like it's stupid.
Yeah, and it's just respect for my counterpart too. I don't even want all that stress and extra shit.
All that,
You
it
don't.
just causes confusion.
You know, and the people that actually want that shit, that's just kind of some people's way of like having their cake and ice cream. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's my best friend. Like that, you're just using that as a scapegoat to talk to another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like you just want to be.
That should be exactly.
Like, come on,
that motherfucker better be gay as a motherfucker.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if he gay though,
some dudes
even if he
have
gay,
a female to talk to is not
No,
enough.
I need
Some women
to
don't
see pink and everything.
Right.
Corey say he gotta be gay. He can't just be gay. He gotta be
I
gay.
need to see the boyfriend. I need to see the boyfriend.
Even if
My wife ain't having no male best friends, dog. That nigga better need to be.
regardless.
Look, my wife is off limits, bruh.
If
All things.
No.
if she got a gay friend,
Off limits.
he's still gonna know the information. So it's not like he can't sway her opinion or no shit like that. Just like any other. It's all bad for business, dog. You don't want it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
A Brown, AB.
Stop saying this nigga.
What's happening?
What's up, Al?
Hey, Al.
What's happening?
How would you feel if your significant other had a male best friend? Would that fly for you? Would that not? Like, how you feel about that whole idea, just in relationships?
That nigga better be gay, right?
Even if you gay, it's too much business being told, man. You ain't gonna. It don't matter.
Nah, I think truthfully, you probably got to understand the dynamic of the relationship, and that's probably not only with like a male best friend. I think that's even with female best friends,
Right,
like,
because she could be a straight slore, and then that's the same. Yeah. So
yeah, so I think like you gotta be like, because even like hypothetically speaking, if you have a male best friend, that doesn't necessarily mean like you still gonna tell him all the dirt or y'all had some like type of encounter or what have you. But at the same token, like you understand from a male, you understand like some males' perspectives and some males' intentions behind different relationships. But at the same time, if you are I mean like one, if that relationship has been established, like hypothetically speaking, let's just say if that relationship started in middle school and then all of a sudden I meet the girl post college or post high school, but she already done built up 10 years of friendship with a male that could have been like the guy next door, you know what I'm saying, that they grown up and did all types of everything together with, like,
wait a minute, hold on.
not sexual, not of course not sexual,
but like always trust the guy next door, nigga. Like,
don't say everything,
right? But not necessarily, but like, you know what I'm saying, lived and had some experiences together. Of course, not sexual, platonic experience together. Whereas though they grown and had experiences, and then all of a sudden, like a new male comes in or a new person comes in post college, you can't expect that relationship to just drop off. I understand that now. I might be. I mean, of course, if we're married or even if we're in a serious relationship, I might now be the best friend. But truthfully, there still is a great connection between that previous friendship. So I don't necessarily. I mean, it all depends. I don't want to rule it out.
That nigga dead. You gotta forget about that.
Because I mean that's the same. I mean, I would think that's the same thing as if a male had a really close, and I'm just saying, a really close female friend that, you know what I'm saying, like he was able to bounce things off and get a female's perspective. Like, I mean, we as males, we know we need the male's perspective, but at the same time, sometimes we need a female's perspective on how we're supposed to interact and how we're supposed to go about life. So if we were to have that, like, I don't know. I wouldn't.
That's a good topic right there.
When I became a man, I put
I see
away
what you're
childish.
saying. And I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you, because I'm just getting from saying from my point of view, like I think that like even when we're talking about like just like best friends and shit, like sometimes people will keep somebody around because they ain't ready to settle down with them. They just want to have their fun, and then when it's like, you know, oh, now I'm ready to settle down. But best friend from, you know, grade school, he's always been around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I can't fuck with that shit, dog. Like, even as me as a man, I don't think I even need to have a female best friend, because I can always confide in my wife. If my wife can't, I can go to my mother. I can go to a female cousin. I can go to an aunt. But I don't have to mess with another young woman that's in my age group going to advice when I have a whole wife right here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like she's not taking place of those people. She's just like another, you know, she's another
in addition
person. Yeah.
And the same thing. And the same thing I'm saying is, and while I understand that you definitely have your wife and you have your mother and different things, but I'm strictly talking about like having the opportunity to bounce and get the idea and get the perspective, the true perspective from somebody who isn't directly in the situation. The same way like we seek out our friends, or you can seek out your friends for advice. That's not directly in the situation, because sometimes it takes removing yourself from the situation to truly understand the situation or understand how a person can perceive both sides of the equation. So you're able to bounce that equation. You're able to bounce those perspectives off of the opposite sex, and it's not necessarily. And that's why I'm saying like best friend, because that's a different title.
That's a different title.
You know what I'm saying? That's a different title right there. But the thing about that is though, and the one thing, it's tough to say best friend, because even though you say best friend, you're talking about like the one you confide in, the one you do all those type of things is. But at the same token, you still do need like a true confidant, and that confidant should be like one. Ideally, it would be like one person, being as though it's somebody you can bounce on outside of your relationship. I mean, maybe outside of your relationship. Of course, you have your relationship, but
yeah.
Limitations. Though I am saying limitations.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. And I'm not. This is not you. This is just a general question for everybody. So your girl, like, say you're open-minded to the perspective. Every time she talks to that nigga to confide in him, this shit she have to tell you?
No.
Not confide. Yeah, like it's no. It should be like. it shouldn't be no confiding, nah. Because like, if you talking about me, then that's my business. If you talk about me to another motherfucker, that's my business.
Exactly.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, like, what should I do? Whatever she might be going through something, and she feel like she can't talk to you about it, and you like, I guess it's not my.
We can talk about everything.
John, he knows that shit better than me.
No.
Maybe he can
I'm talking about like how you doing? How's work?
Right.
What are you working on like today? It's nothing, nothing I can't cover.
Nothing that nigga can use as ammunition. Fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know how his day was?
You looking up to the stars, Al? What's up?
I'm trying to figure it out because, like, I mean, it's like I said, it's always limitations, it's always rules. Because, like, even if I were to say I was talking to my best friend's wife, you know what I'm saying? Like, and of course, we're leaving out when we're having a conversation, we leave out some details. But the reason I'm leaving out some details is because she knows me and she knows my partner. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, she's able to provide some type of perspective, some type of perspective, some type of understanding. Whereas though she knows how I am. Of course, she doesn't. I mean, she knows how I am, and then she also knows how my old lady is. So it's limitations. Of course, these conversations aren't like, oh well, the sex game, or, you know what I'm saying, like the ins and outs of the bedroom or anything of that sort. But it's like, man, she keeps pushing me about like not fucking washing the dishes and putting my fucking clothes up. And, you know what I'm saying, I'm coming home from a 12-hour shift, and, you know what I'm saying, like, I understand that I'm supposed to be talking to her about this shit, but I just don't understand why the fuck why she's nagging me about these situations when, you know what I'm saying, I'm coming home, I'm providing, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and then all of a sudden, like, if I have the conversation with my significant other, you know what I'm saying, the conversation escalates because my feelings get hurt or her feelings get hurt because I'm asking her to clean up or I'm asking her to do some extra stuff, and she's telling me about my stuff. So in this situation, I go and I talk to an outside source, and the outside source is either a therapist or the outside source could be my best friend's wife. And
but at the same time, that issue. So obviously there's an issue and there's a conflict. There should be no other two people that should be involved in that other than me and the other person,
right?
Which will be
I don't feel like no friends on that
shit. You just muddy the waters when you do that.
I agree, and I agree, and I think another thing with these like relationships and shit is like, how do you know that your female best friend ain't plotting on you? You know what I'm saying? She waiting for your girl to slip up. You know what I'm saying? And she hearing this shit that you say, I wish she was like this, and I wish she wasn't like that, and now she's sitting there knowing exactly the shit that you want, knowing the shit that she need to do that your girl don't do, and you sitting there just thinking like, nigga, but a lot of people be having ulterior motives out this joint.
That's
like,
why I say,
you think that's your homie.
Yeah,
he probably really do love you, but she probably deep down inside might be like, I can't wait for his girl to fuck up.
All right. So
that's true. That's true.
Because look, now you not sharing these important moments in these arguments in these discussions with your significant other. You bringing them to somebody else, so they already feel a step, like they feel. They might feel special after that. You know what I mean? They might feel exclusive, but now you opening up that door to let them in to your business too. So that shit gets missing.
Hey, so I believe
player says something. This young player
added to your relationship, the more confusion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I meant by that.
Keep your possible pain, you know.
All right, as a rule, I believe if you do have a friend of the opposite sex, they should also be in a committed relationship. You know what I mean? So if you're in a relationship, they should be in a committed relationship. So there's no like blurred lines. You know what I mean? There's no odd man out.
Yeah, I can see that probably. But yeah, you know, that's still 100%.
It's whatever.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Well, I don't want to spend too much time on this shit because I feel like
it was a good topic though. It was a good topic.